this is such a travesty that we don't have this view every night. And I think it would change the way people think. It would change the way people feel about just the mystery of life itself. Just to be confronted by the stars. Just confronted by this inescapable greatness that's just mesmerizing.
And now we're living in the Truman Show?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it's spiritual, too. I really do. I think there's a spiritual aspect of looking out into the universe that's undeniable, and I think it imparts something into people. I think it imparts this sense of humility and wonder that we're missing. And I think it's another one of the other reasons.
I mean,
why
you really
we're so
mean
sick.
it's stripping us of that wonder because we don't get to look out
Yes.
and dream the way that we used to dream as we looked out there
Yes.
into the unknown. And
Yeah.
on the Camino, you end up in this place beyond Santiago called Muhea and Finisterre that was believed to be the end of the world, and it was just a coastline in Spain out overlooking the Atlantic Ocean.
So they thought that was it?
That was it. And I've stood in this place where for centuries people stood and knew beyond any shadow of a doubt that they were at the end of the world.
Whoa.
And the dreams that got us beyond that, somebody thinking to themselves that, no, there's got to be more, because they're looking up
Yeah.
and they're seeing all of that vastness, had to be looking across and being able to see a similar vastness that didn't end.
Well, it's just amazing who had the courage to take that first boat trip and hope they don't fall off the edge. Because they did.
Yeah.
And some of them believed that you would hit a wall and you would go off the edge. Wasn't there like ancient depictions of what the earth looked like?
No,
that would show a boat going over the edge?
No, absolutely. That's what they believed, that wouldn't go out there. And, it's amazing because, we vilify Christopher Columbus now, because we've,
Found out he wasn't such a good guy.
Well, he had his issues. Look, we all have to admit that we are a perverted species.
Have you ever read the accounts of the priest that traveled with Columbus?
Some of it, yeah.
Yeah, that's rough stuff.
No, it's rough.
Scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were monsters.
Yeah, but in Spain, he's a hero because
Right.
he connected the European continent to the American continent.
Right.
So it's a whole different. During September, when you're there, is his holiday and feast and all that stuff. They go nuts.
Do they still have Columbus Day here, or is he a colonizer?
No,
now?
I think they have Columbus Day, but I think he's gotten so beat up that
Didn't they change it to like Indigenous Peoples Day?
Maybe they did. I
Did
don't
they?
know.
Jamie, find that out. They changed Columbus Day to Indigenous Peoples Day? I think they might have. Which is interesting, because if they knew the history of Indigenous people, there's a lot of bad stuff going on there, too.
Yeah, no,
a lot of bad stuff.
No.
A lot of bad stuff going on right here.
No, humans.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the reality. There's
That's
never
the reality,
been
yeah.
one group of humans that lived in this perfect society, this utopian world where they were kind to all of each other.
No.
No, humans have always been barbarians and conquerors. And,
Yep.
and yeah. It's just, what does it say here?
Depends where you live.
Some places like Portland in Texas is still Columbus Day, where state workers have the second Monday of October off. Oh, but that's just when the other places they don't have that off. So it's just holidays, state holidays honoring Native Americans.
Yeah, it's
Do they still call it Columbus Day on your phone?
I couldn't get a right answer.
What day is it?
Depending on what state you live.
What day is Columbus Day?
Second Monday in October.
Let's see if it says it on my phone still. If these colonizers. The second Monday in October, is that what you said?
Yep.
Nope. Yeah. Oh, it does.
It says both on mine.
Yeah, the 14th. Columbus Day and Indigenous Peoples Day.
There we go.
Yeah. But my point was when we started this whole journey that the health of a community is often measured by how they treat the downtrodden. And I think it's a great, like again, I think Los Angeles is a great example of a place that's really fucked up, and the evidence is these people in tents everywhere you look, and the fact that people could just pass them by and they live there for years and it just expands. I mean, it was bad. It was bad in certain parts of downtown LA when I was filming Fear Factor there in 2003. We'd film downtown because there was a lot of these warehouses that were abandoned, and we used them for stunts and different things that people had to do. And I took a wrong turn once, and I was down Skid Row, and I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I couldn't believe the numbers of people that were just wandering around the street, cracked out, cardboard box houses, and that was the beginning of it. And the crazy thing about that is Skid Row is essentially an engineered environment. They took all the mentally ill people that they arrested from all other parts of Los Angeles, and they brought them to Skid Row, and they kept them there. They just put in, food kitchens and some kind of a shelter, and they're like, you fuckers stay here. We're keeping you out of Beverly Hills. We're keeping you out of Bel Air. Just stay right here. And it just stayed like that and grew. And there was it the Cecil Hotel was the documentary on? Watched a documentary on the Cecil Hotel, and which is in the middle of all that. It was this beautiful old hotel, and now that whole area is just chaos. And then now it's expanded like considerably. So the fact that they have never done anything about that, it's only grown, and in fact, more people are hired to work on it, and those people are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year and not putting a dent in it. Just shows you how sick the culture is. It's an example. And I think what you're doing is an example of what can be accomplished with a healthy culture. I know you have a lot of really important, powerful people that are that've got your back and really love what you're doing. And because of that, you've managed to put together this enormous community. And now you have more land, and you're expanding and building more of it. And if this can be done more, this might be the solution. I mean, what I saw from your place is the best example of a possible solution to this ever. Because you could see those people when they were walking down the streets and waving to you and talking to you. People seemed happy. They seemed relieved. They seemed like they've got some hope. We're looking at it here.
We're
looking at it here on the video.
Look at that mugshot, man.
That's you, buddy.
Yeah. We're a piece of the puzzle, Joe.
Yes, but it's a very good
I'm not a
piece.
big fan of the word solution. People want to solve things, and I appreciate that.